So in this video, I'm going to dovetail a little bit about the video above. The video above, I talked about petting with a purpose. In this video, I want to talk about something I call passive training. Now, I read a deep weekly dog behavior column, and I ended each week with everything you do trains your dog, only sometimes you mean it. It's very catchy, it's very accurate, but it really is appropriate to this particular video. If the dog comes over to me and jumps up on me and I pet it, I'm training the dog. That's the way to ask me for attention. We're rewarding undesirable behaviors. So what I do instead is every time the dog does something that you like, we want to pet it and say whatever the command word is for that. So in the other video, Stormy came up to me and I pet and I said here. Now I think the word here is actually come. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So every time the dog comes to you, if you pet it and say the word come, this is a slower way of training your dog. But if you get in the habit of doing this, you're reinforcing desired behaviors. When the little one gets old enough, if one day he clears the table on his own, Mama's going to give him a gold star, an extra chocolate cake, and Dad, do you know what he did? He cleared the table. No, I didn't even ask him. He just cleared it all over. He did it like a big boy. We want to make a big deal out of that because we want them to keep on repeating that same behavior. Well, if the dog does undesirable things and we pet them, that's what they're going to continue doing. So if every time Stormy comes to me, I pet her and say the word come, this is rewarding the desired behavior. Now, when we're trying to teach a dog to come, we have to manipulate or trick or orchestrate the situation so they do the end result, and then we reward them when we mark it by saying a command word. Now, for dog, come. For this, we're basically cheating. I'm just waiting for the dog to do the thing I want. Now, it's harder because I can't predict it. So I just have to wait for the dog to naturally sit down on its own, and then I pet it and say the word sit. It lays down, I pet it and say the word chill. It comes to me, I pet it and say the word come. It eats its food, and I say the word chow, grub, feast, whatever the word is. If we do that with enough association, this takes longer than traditional training. But if you get in the habit of doing it, you don't even think about it. You're training your dog every time you pet your dog. And I do come up with a watchword for this. I usually say reward or something like that. So come. So this way, the dog's like, it pairs the act of coming to us with something pleasant with the right command word. And then when we actually do say the word come, I was like, I'm going to come because every time I do, I get something good happening to me. I love coming. Come. Now, we don't have to always give a treat. When I do it, I'm going to use that same hand motion I showed in the other video. So I go like this, put her into a sit. Let's see if we can do it. Sit. Then I pet her here, and I like to tickle under the chin. I'm not always going to give a treat, so if I always tickle under the chin, at least there's somewhat of a reward that's associated with this. Now, petting with a purpose and passive training are, I kind of say they're the two easiest things that you can do. It will take a couple weeks for you to get in the habit of it, but if you do it for the rest of your dog's life, every time you do it, you're rewarding your dog, and man, that's great. All right, so this is what I like to call passive training.